What is the best and most efficient use of your gems in the very early game in Raid Shadow Legends? What are the first couple things you should be purchasing or unlocking with those gems? Let me tell you. How the heck are you? I am Fastidious. We're going to keep this video nice and short because it's pretty straightforward in my opinion. I've talked to a lot of the top players, top content creators in this game. I also played this game for many years before taking a little break and now coming back and having that new player experience. So I think I'm fairly privy to how most people should do this. Obviously, do whatever you want. This is just my advice. But I think the first thing anyone should do is unlock the masteries on your first 6-star, who's going to be, I would guess, a clan boss and campaign farmer kind of hero. So great choice for many, many accounts in that respect is going to be Kale. Kind of a no-brainer. You're all guaranteed him if you choose him at the beginning. I strongly believe everyone should choose him at the beginning if you want to be efficient and min-maxy. Otherwise, have some fun, pick a lane, pick Aethel, don't pick Gallic. Simple as that. So basically, for 800 gems, you can fully unlock all your masteries, which equates to a lot of farming in Minotaur. The math has been done, and essentially, once you're totally efficient and doing it properly in Minotaur with everyone maxed out, on average, it is going to take 640 gems or so when you're at max efficiency farming the Minotaur. But obviously, to start, you are not at max efficiency. So maybe it's between 600 and 650, so that is a nice savings, but you can't just do that from the get. That max efficiency is saying you're farming Minotaur 15, you want scrolls going in all those different heroes, and you're at the energy cap, right? So you're level 60 or higher, and you're at an energy cap, the max one of 130. You're not going to be there when you start. It actually is a great trade-off, and I think it pays for itself in other ways because you're going to progress in other content further by unlocking the masteries for that first hero. You probably see where I'm going with this. I do think the next best use of your gems is going to be, believe it or not, unlocking the masteries of a second champion. I honestly think that's the case. Once you have two level 60s, two max masteried champs in this game, I think that's enough that you can then begin progressing in Minotaur naturally once you've improved with everything else and just been carried through your account by these two top champions you have now. That's what I think you should do. That's very much what I did. And actually, to this point, those are the only two investments I have made with my gems. You may be looking over here and seeing I have a lot. I'm on the start of day 9. I just finished day 8 in game for Raid Shadow Legends. I did spend a little bit of money. I've spent $55 so far, but even before I spent anything, this was at about 1,250 gems. I then got a bunch of gems, and then spent 800 gems to unlock Alice on top of Kale. But you can see, even if I hadn't spent any money, I would be at like 450 gems left over after purchasing the masteries for Alice the Wanderer. One thing I want to point out before we continue, you may see that Kale and Alice have full masteries all the way down to the bottom. If you have heroes that do not have the ability to get those full masteries, it's simply because they're not a high enough rank. They're not a high enough star level. So you can see my Uugo is still only 4 stars, so I can only get her masteries down to the 4th row. However, once she's 5 stars, she'll get the 5th row. And then finally, once she's 6 stars, she will get the 6th row. So the first 2 expenditures, the first 1,600 gems I think you should use in this game go towards unlocking the masteries for your first 2 most important champions. Those are champions that are going to help you in many different aspects of the game, many different areas, and particularly going to help you in the campaign and the clan boss. I think that's really the most important stuff to get you going. Maybe keeping in mind, can they help you with Dragon? Can they help you with Spider? All that early stuff you probably want to hyper focus on. At the time I am playing, we have this event dungeon live with the Queen of Hearts. It is really, really good. So I also thought about that as well. Make your 2 choices, make them your first 2 60s, and then spend the 800 gems on them each to unlock the masteries. Next up, you should unlock the mine. Simple as that. So there's an argument you could do this before buying the masteries for your second champion. It depends how fast you're doing it, because every day this is not unlocked and upgraded, you're not getting the return on your investment. Typically, it takes about 100 days for this thing to pay itself back. This generates a small amount of free gems for you every day, but you do have to make that initial investment to unlock it and then upgrade it. Typically, it takes about 100 days to pay itself back, and then after those 100 days, everything else is profit, everything else is gravy. So you want to do it quick, but for sure, I think you should use your first expenditure of gems on your first champion's masteries. Then you can decide, do I now go mine or do I now go champion? I'll also say, if you're not sure if you want to be in this game for the long haul, it takes over 3 months for this thing to pay itself back and then to become profit. So if you're just playing around and you want to have fun, definitely do the masteries first. But I think if you progress quickly, you can totally get away with doing 2 champion masteries, then the mine. For anyone else going a little slower, do 1 champion masteries, then the mine, then the other. So it costs 500 to unlock. Let's do that now. And then you'll see right now it is only at level 1. You can upgrade this to level 3. And every time you upgrade it, it's just going to be a little more efficient and it's going to pay itself off better and faster. And then once it's paid itself off, you're going to be getting more profit every day, right? So let's just do that already. You can see I'm down to 1,316 gems, so it might take you guys a little longer, but I did spend a little money. So let's spend 500 gems. You can see now we are at level 2. The capacity increased. The time until full went down. Let's do it one more time. You can see our capacity is now 15. Time until full, about the same, but you're getting more every day, right? It's just getting stronger and stronger. It's paying itself back. There you have it. That's like the best expenditure to begin when it comes to your gems and how to use them. I do think there's one more thing I would suggest doing, and that is unlocking the extra spots in your sparring pit. In this Guardian ring, you can click over here, kind of looks like a little, I don't know, Coliseum or something like that, a little sparring pit for lack of a better word. Click on the Guardian ring, go to the sparring pit, and unlock these slots. They give you passive XP over time. I just finished maxing someone out, so let's just throw Frozen Banshee in here. You can see it takes a long time. You can upgrade it and they become more efficient. I don't think that's worth it. I don't think you should upgrade it, but I do think after you've purchased masteries using gems for your first 2 heroes and fully unlocked and upgraded the mines, just unlock these remaining slots. I honestly think you don't ever have to upgrade them unless you're like a big spender and you really just want to. I don't find it an efficient use of your stuff. However, you should at least get them all open. Just have them open and ready to go. So let's actually do that right now. You can see I'm going to unlock my first one. And now I'm out of gems. Also, very quickly, we'll put this at the end. In case you were wondering, when do you spend your gems on the big shard pack over here? In my opinion, literally never. I think once you've done all the things I already told you, all remaining gems should be used on these guys over here, farming, getting that energy, making all your dreams come true. So there you go, guys. That is how I think a brand new account, a newbie account, a beginner, just starting your progression journey account should use their gems to kick things off in Raid Shadow Legends. If you're just getting started or you haven't begun yet, be sure to use my link in the description of this video. It is the best possible start in Raid. You get Corrado for free, an awesome legendary champion, immediately upon download. You get Tagoar, a great epic at level 10. You get Uugo, a phenomenal epic at level 20. And you get Rector Drath at level 30. And she's fantastic. And they're all free. And it's just using my link. It's below in the description. Thank you for watching. I've been Fastidious. If you like my stuff, like it, subscribe to the channel, share with your mother, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.
Fastidious.